And what about the other sacrifices that you've made? Like I say, you mentioned the kids there. People can obviously listen to the podcast and they know the sacrifices I've made. Again, I've been through divorce, and it's one of the hardest things to not bring your kids up. I know one of your best friends, John, been through the same thing with his kids, not having his kids all of the time. One of the hardest things you'll ever go through as a dad or a mum, if you're not with your kids. But again, in similar ways, you're not with them all the time, but you're thinking of the long-term goal of providing the best for them, and that's all that we want to do as parents. But what other sacrifices have you made in the boxing world? Or in life? Is money one?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, so, like, I was cracking on my boxing, yeah. And I boxed in a national final. I think I was about 18. Anyway, ended up losing. I didn't lose. It's very controversial, you know what I'm saying? Like, amateur boxing is anyway. But I got robbed in a national final, and I come away from it and I thought, like, I'm going to have a bit of a break for a while, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking done made in a bit. So, anyway, I went on. Obviously, I'm 18, just started driving, cruising about, ended up meeting my wife, you know. Obviously, things took off with me and her, ended up getting married. Boxing was just on the back burner, like.
Got married at 18?
No, I got married at 20.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, but like, I met her.
Married young.
Yeah, I was married young, yeah. But we do marry young, so. Yeah.
So for everyone that's listening, from a traveller background.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll touch on it in a minute, but yeah, you marry young.
So yeah, I ended up getting married. Moved abroad. I got married and we come straight back, and I moved abroad and was working abroad for a while, travelling around Europe and stuff.
Tell me about that part.
So obviously I was working in France. I travelled most of Europe, like Italy, Belgium, Holland, Switzerland, Germany. We're just travelling around basically, just trying to get a few quid, mate. Do you know what I mean? I was only newly married, like, you know, I heard the money was out there, like, so I thought, well, go out and give it a crack, sort of thing. It was hard out there, man. It was, you know, like, I wasn't used to that. It's a fast life, like, out there, living like, on the road 24/7. Like, if you're driving from one place to the other, like, you do 15, 16 hours driving straight, like, before you stop in for a couple of days and then gone again.
What was you doing out there?
We was doing metal out there. Yeah, like scrap metal and that. But I mean, it was decent. Like, we was getting a few quid, nothing to talk about, but it was living, you know. And then my wife fell pregnant out there. We went through a bit of complications. Obviously, I thought we lost the child. We come home, and then obviously got all the testing done and stuff like that. And obviously, she was alright, so we stayed back in England. She oversaw the pregnancy. My little girl was born, so yeah.
Make it, mate.
Lucky, man.
Yeah.
I was lucky, you know.
Good. But obviously, being on the road that amount of time would have took its toll on the relationship, I would have thought.
I think it made us stronger. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I first got married, mate, I had about 50 quid in my pocket, and that's the truth. You know.
She didn't marry you for the money then?
No, definitely not, mate. Definitely not. Do you know what I mean? I think I had about.
It's more so the looks, yeah.
Yeah. My van was worth about 500 quid. Yeah, and I had about 50 quid in my pocket. But yeah, man, like I say, we got married, moved abroad, and I was just, you know, my new objective was just to, like, get money.
Yeah.
Like, I was starting my family. I was young. Like, you know, I want to provide for them.
Was it, like I said, was it such a tendency to, with the boxing, you know you can earn the money's there, but it's going to be a long road.
Oh, it's a long road, mate, yeah.
But then was there a tendency to go back and earn that quick money? Or, because like you said there, you've just alluded to there, that it was quick money but nothing to talk about, but then you know boxing's tough, it's hard, but the longevity of that career it's going to pay dividends in the long run, and you're going to provide a future for your family. Was there a tendency to just go and earn that quick money?
There is, man. Like, say when I come back from abroad, I've always been a ducker and diver. Do you know what I'm saying? And then, like, the last few years, like, I was earning nasty money, like saving a few quid, like brand new cars, you know. But it was that sort of lifestyle, like, I didn't want to be involved in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, live fast, and
Talk to me about the mental health side of things around when you're living fast, because I've been in that frame of mind before where everything's going around, you're like, fucking, I've got all this money, and then everything is just chaos in your head. You can't cope. It's just
can't
like
sleep.
It's like a washing machine.
Yeah.
And your head's just frazzled.
But you're earning money and you want more money.
Yeah. You just feel empty.
It's not enough.
You can get all the money in the world.
No
you feel empty
gratification.
inside. Yeah.
There's no gratification from it. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, you're not sleeping at night. You can't drive down the road without fucking checking every mirror. Like, do you know what I mean? Living on your nerves. Like, is it worth it?
What did you go through at that time?
Like, so, I was always in and out of high performance cars. And I bought a C63. Thought I was a bad boy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I bought a car I couldn't really afford to impress people that I don't really like. Like, that's the truth of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I was just a bit of like a fuck you. Like, yeah, look at me now. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always a kid that I've never had nothing in my life, you know. I used to wear hand-me-down clothes and trainers with holes in them for PE, like, that was me, you know what I'm saying? So, obviously, I got older, started getting a few quid, and I was sort of, it was a bit of a middle finger to everyone, like, yeah, all right, sweet, like, everyone doubted me. You always said I'd never have an ink. Like, now, I'm driving a car that you would save your whole entire life to try and buy. So, anyway, got the car, cruising about. I was coming down the motorway on the way home one night. It's a bit mad because I sold the car. I only had it for a little while. But I was on the phone anyway. I sold the car over the phone with my dad. He said to me, son, do me a favour. He said, please just take your time going home. He said, because do you know how many people I know who sold a car today and smashed it up? Right? And I remember, like, he said that to me, and I just disregarded. Fuck off, dad, do you know what I mean? You're going on, mate. Jumped in the car, driving home on the motorway. I was driving on, like, all my cars, normally I'd get like a video of me spinning them, do you know what I mean, just for memories or whatever. But I never done this with this car, so I thought like, just get a quick video of giving it a blast, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, dropped it down, hit a puddle on the motorway, aquaplaned, lost the back end of the car, head on into the railings, no seatbelt. I remember waking up in the footwell of the car, all the smoke and airbags gone off, like I was upside down, thinking, what happened there, mate? Like, managed to climb out of the car. I sank in the car as well, so I had to jump out, grab it, like run, throw it into the bushes, thinking, oh fuck, mate, like, Gowers are definitely on their way now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there's bits of car left all over the motorway. Ended up run to the other shoulder, laid down, and then ended up like falling asleep on the other shoulder. Yeah, which is a mad story, right? Because my little sister was driving on the road on the other side of the motorway. She was coming back from Brighton with her friends, and she see the crash. She rang my mum. She said, like, so I just seen a fucking mad crash on the motorway, mum. Like, I really feel like I need to turn around. Do you know what I mean? And my mum said, no, just get home. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it was me.
Fucking hell.
It was me, man. Like, I think I hit the barrier and spun the car about 6, 7, 8 times.
What injuries did you suffer?
I broke my back in 2 places. I didn't know it at the time, but yeah, I broke my back. I remember just running to the other shoulder. I couldn't breathe. Like, the wind was took out of me. Laid down, and then like passerby pulled up. Obviously on the phone to the ambulance and stuff. I was more panicking about getting the car back. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like, I had all this money laid out in this car. I was thinking, like, bro, for one, if they come to me now and say to me, if they say they impounded my car, yeah, and then they want me to prove them, well, I've got the money to pay for this car, like, I'm fucked. So I'm sitting on the other shoulder thinking, like, I need to get this car back. I'm ringing, trying to ring the recovery people to come get it. And I remember the police officer in charge was like, we're recovering this car back. So I'm on the side of the road arguing with him, I mean, obviously my old man turned up by this point, you know what I'm saying? He said, "You're not taking this car anyway." We was like murdered on the side of the road. Managed to find a man that would come and take the car back for us. Managed to get on the back of a recovery lorry, get it back home. I remember getting out of the recovery lorry, walking into my plot. Like the car was crumpled at the front and smashed.